My name's Tanya Morrow, and I am a CNA at Phoebe Nursing Home in Allentown. I was probably about 30 when I first started hearing about the Millennials, and it's something that I really do value and see as very important. Knowing right off the bat how powerful we are and how powerful we can be would have been a great start for somebody that was 21 and 22 years old. To be able to continue our union and our strength and our fight and our struggle, we have to engage younger people.
I mean, clearly you're here because politics is important to you and you can play a very important role.
Well, my dad being a union member really helped me get a baseline of understanding of what a union is. I can remember him talking about working with other organizations as well and just having that conversation and fighting for people's rights. So it kind of created an advocate in me.
My name is Julia Ruiz. I'm a registered nurse at Jackson Memorial Hospital and I live in Miami, Florida. I joined the union in my first day at Jackson, so I've been in the union for about a year now. Seeing all the other millennial groups that were already formed in the other locals, we decided to start our own here at Jackson. I took the task on because I saw that it was successful in other locals. I decided that the best way to get everyone together, including non-members, was to do sort of a meet and greet, so a social hour.
So it's the 50th anniversary, so basically we're trying to get people motivated and take the same actions that the youth took then 50 years ago to take now.
My name is Melanie Drayton. I am from Philadelphia and I am an SEIU Millennial. I'm a caseworker for the Department of Public Welfare. I was selected to join the program for Freedom Summer. When I arrived in Mississippi, and I actually got to take that Freedom Ride tour, and I was on that bus, I actually felt like a colored girl on the bus. I felt I could relate to 1964.
We had training the first day. They walked us through, having those important conversations, getting folks to be able to pledge to vote, to be able to pledge to get their friends, family, and coworkers to vote.
We have these pledge cards, and what you're pledging to do is you're pledging to vote in the upcoming election.
Everybody there was working for working families, meeting people from other parts of the country, like Sacramento, like Detroit, like Florida, even people from different parts of my state. There's so much diversity, and at the core, there is so much similarity.
Being able to be amongst peers and be in the atmosphere of people from different walks of life, but we all had we shared some of the same issues. It was phenomenal. I met so many people and we actually became friends. We networked and we shared ideas on how we could take this fight to bring to the masses.
There is no boundary. When we're fighting for fairness and we're fighting for equality and we're fighting to raise the minimum wage and we're fighting, we're all brothers and sisters here. There is no, healthcare versus fast food versus anything. We are all united together, and with that united strength is how we can get things accomplished.
When I was asked to come to Freedom Summer, I really wasn't aware of how large SEIU really was, and the biggest thing for me was when I first got to Freedom Summer, seeing how many locals there are and how many Freedom Fellows there were. Anyone that was there, it was kind of breathtaking, and it was really eye-opening because we've never had to fight for anything like that. We've never had to stand up for something and risk dying for it.
And to go to the murder site where our civil rights brothers were slain, this experience for me, it was overwhelming. It brought out an emotional side of me, and it brought out the activist side of me. I didn't know that I could be an activist. I didn't know that I even was an activist. I immediately felt enraged. Here we are in 2014, and there's still different sections of the neighborhoods that you can't go in when you reach the South.
I think that it really inspired us to try to motivate others to get behind something.
One of the other things that I learned at Freedom Summer is that if we can all get together, like when we went to the Nissan plant, saying these workers deserve fair wages. These workers deserve $15 an hour. They deserve the right to form a union.
They weren't allowed to unionize at the Nissan plant. We organized at the Freedom Summer College, and we got about 3 or 4 buses to come out and show up at the Nissan plant. And we were chanting, and we had signs, and we were singing, and I mean, it was a really beautiful moment to see what happens when you get the strength of numbers together and people from all different walks of life and different parts of the country coming together for one fight. That was so awesome, and we all were high-fiving on the bus on the way back, but we really felt that we all want to do it again.
When I got back, I hit the ground running. We started a committee. We call ourselves the Freedom Fighters, and we started going out. We do voter registrations. We knock on doors, and I'm actually a part of the member political organization.
Now that we're creating a millennial group, I think that it'll be something that will be very natural to us. In order for us to have the same voice or the same strength as the group that has been here for 30, 40 years, we need to become educated, we need to become empowered.
Somebody has to take the torch, and we have to be equipped to take the torch.
It's all the time. You're always acting, you're always advocating. That's what being a part of this program is. That's a great experience. That is a powerful experience, and we can do that anyway.